Hi, this is Takeshi Yashima. Welcome to Formula4Prosperity.com. So today's topic is how to communicate with any prospect. All right. Have you ever, if you're a trainer, right? I'm sure that a lot of your team member is, asking you, right? Asking you about, my prospect is very negative about the company. How should I talk, or what should I talk to them, right? Or, my prospect is very busy. What should I talk to them, right? My prospect is very successful. They say they don't need any of the businesses. What should I talk to them, right? So there's a lot of questions, something like this. I also heard, right? And then what I notice, and also all the trainer know this. This is not about what you respond, what you say. This is more like how you say things, okay? How you say it, okay? How you say it, right? I am sure that some of the people already know about this. Here is elements of the communication, personal communications, right? So in order to deliver the like what you want to say, it has to be 100%, right? There's three components, okay? So 7% contents, okay? 7% contents, 38% is tone of the voice, and then the 55% is body language, right? So if you listen to this, it's actually 93% of the communication is non-verbal, right? It's not about what you say, but how you say it. Right? How you say things is the much bigger portion than what you say, right? If there is a body language, it's even better. Okay, so like it's inside in spite of it, a lot of newbie is so concerned about what they going to say, that they are so paralyzed, and they are totally focusing on the 7%, right? That's huge mistakes actually. You gotta have to focusing on the rest of the 93%, right, which is non-verbal language. And then I can attest that that's much more powerful than just what you say, okay? So here is an example. Actually, in a couple of days ago, actually my team member actually set up the appointments, okay? So I get the information, I get it, and she say that couple is very negative about the business, right? And then especially husband is so negative that he's willing to do the business but this business, right? Everything but this, right? So I know that only delivering the content is not gonna do it, right? So although I bring all the presentation materials and all those things, I know in my head that I'm not gonna use it at all. I know, right? So when I go into the place to actually talk, right? In the beginning, you know what I did? I started to talk about just chit chat, and then asking questions about what they do and all that, creating relationship building, and then finding the hot button, and then find out that it's very similar to me, right? When I was working in the Japanese company, I was so busy, right? I was actually looking for the way out, okay? And then deep inside, I was looking for the opportunity, right? And then just look in deep inside, I was looking for somebody that have a conviction enough to do the business with them. I was looking, okay? So I see kind of similar kind of trait as me to the prospects, right? So I started to share my story, right? In fact, all that, like, we are there like around 3 hours, but almost entire two hour and 50 minutes is sharing story, right? Nothing to do with contents. So those stories, I'm gonna talk about how I helped, like how my friend is helped, right? How we started to do the business, and how we started to grow ourselves, and then how we actually quit the job, and then how we achieve the time, uh, you know, uh, I started to achieve how I started to spend more time with the kids and started with the time with the family and all those things, right? So we are casting the vision or where we're going. Okay, so after 1.5 hours or 2 hours after we are sharing, I know they are starting to open up, and then at the end of the conversation, okay, at the end, we talk about like it's how kind of reinforce how I actually got help, and also my friend. Now we are on the way to achieving financial independence, and then I asked them, right? So if you are ever gonna thinking about doing the businesses, I know you are doing. I know because you are busy, and then because you're also looking for the way out. So you might as well want to check it out, right? I don't, yes, and then like it's just it's cost nothing to listen, right? And then the possibility is it's total financial freedom, and then I just pour them my vision of where I'm going, and then conviction about the business and conviction of where we are going, right? Where I'm going, right? So at the end, in before the conversation there is almost indifference. Yeah, they are indifference about the business, but now they are open to listen. Okay, and then I've set we actually set up the follow up appointment. We're gonna talk specifically about the business. So a lot of people think, oh, if they are negative, I don't know what we can do and all that. Those thinking, if we're gonna talk about only content, yes, it's going to be very difficult, right? In fact, if only talk about the content, I will probably be crushed so hardcore, like by them, right? But instead, I focusing on the less of 93%, okay, and then which is much more powerful than only the contents. So if you want to get more result in business, right? If you want to get more result in sales, you need to master the 93% of communications, right? Because if you are only talking about the 7% of communication, you have no shot in the business, right? Any business in sales also, right? So just master, a little bit more studying about 93% of communications, and then I'm sure if you are in the home business, I'm sure there is a training, so you can get the training, you get the experiences, and then you will learn 93% of communication. That's my recommendation, and then I hope you like this video, and then if you like this video, if you can share the video to Facebook or LinkedIn, all those social media, I will be appreciated. And then I also have a free video course on the how to build a business, via Meetup. Okay, this video courses specifically teach my personal strategy to how to get the leads, how to attract the leads via Meetup. Okay, so if you are interested, you can just click right hand side of the banner, and then fill in the information. Then you can get totally free video on the particular topic. Okay, so today is Monday, so everyone is starting the week, right? So let's work hard, and then I will talk to you on the next video. Okay, bye bye.